This is a question to you watching this video. How much agency guys do you see on your feed on a daily on Instagram? Has to be over 100. I mean, it's over 100 for me, right? These guys are absolutely everywhere. Now, what I want to showcase in this video is that you don't actually have to start an AI agency. And the reason I make this video is because I get so many people DM me and be like, Adam, should I start an AI agency? Is this actually the best business model? Should I get involved now? And I'm here to kind of tell you that it isn't the only business model that's actually really good and left in 2026. There's this instead, which is what I do. But again, I'm not showing you this as in like you have to do this to be able to make good money. Like you can do whatever you want. I'm just showcasing like what works for me. And this is coming from someone who had an agency in the past. So I can kind of like make a comparison. But anyways, don't start an AI agency if you're watching this video. I'll save you the time. Do this instead. It's making me 30K a month. Okay. So everyone right now is building agencies. Look, I get it. The pitch sounds incredible. You learn AI tools, you sell services to businesses, you charge retainers, work from your laptop. Simple, right? And I thought the same thing at the start. So I went down that road, right? I spent months trying to sign clients, building automations, pitching local businesses. Holy, that's terrible. Pitching only businesses, right? And here's what happened. The work was real. The results took forever, okay, for these businesses. The clients wanted everything for nothing, so super high expectations. And I was grinding through 10 different skill sets just to keep one simple 1K a month retainer alive. Right? And here's the problem with AI agencies that nobody tells you up front. You need to stack up at least 20 clients to make good money, right? Not a lot of clients are going to pay you thousands and thousands of dollars per month from one client. So you have to stack up a bunch of them. And the problem with that is that people churn. The next month they're interested, the next month don't get results, they're out. And then you just lose that client, right? So you're still capped. But there's a model that takes everything about the AI opportunity, because yes, it is a very big opportunity, AI. It's huge, and you should absolutely utilize it. Leveraging AI tools, working with real people, and building real income, right? Without the part that kills most agency owners, right? And last month, I made over 29,000 using this model. And I work about 3 to 4 hours a day, okay? No team, no 800 per month retainers, no cold email campaigns that maybe you guys are doing in the big 2026 cold email campaigns. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why it's better, and why 2026 is the best time in history to be doing this. So let's get into it. As you can see, the whole video, there's a lot to cover, so let's get straight into it, okay? The AI agency probably nobody talks about is the first thing you have to learn these AI tools. Now, it's not a bad thing to learn these tools, it's just, it is quite complicated. And the problem with that is it's always evolving, right? So you're constantly like relearning every month, okay? And to build automations, deliverables for each client customized to their business is a task in itself, okay? The outreach is difficult. A big part of your business is getting clients. Now, it's super difficult to get clients. It's going to be super difficult to make money, obviously. And with this AI, you're doing to local businesses. They're hard to reach, they're overpitched, they're not even aware of the AI opportunity, and they're simply annoyed. Cold call a business owner. You think he's happy to pick up the phone? Absolutely not, right? You have to manage every client relationship. Revisions, results expectations are super, super high. And there's a bunch of check-in calls. I think this is pretty new, but still in the AI agency space, it's a bit over the top. Okay. And again, like I said, you have to handle churn because clients leave because they expect so much and they don't get the results so quickly, right? I mean, it builds time. It's not that you can't get the results, it's just they want it so quickly, right? And you keep restarting because, like I said, the AI landscape changes every 30 days and your skills get outdated, okay? The first thing, and why else it's not good, the tools cost a bunch of money. Like I said, you start getting replaced every 30 days because everything's changing. A month, or not a month, but like a year or 2 years ago, ChatGPT was actually terrible. It couldn't even do images, whatever. Now it can do some crazy stuff, could do some crazy videos. You couldn't even tell it's AI. So it's evolving so much that the skill set, the service you're doing right now, in 2 months from now, it's not even good anymore. Nobody needs it because you can just do a ChatGPT in 2 seconds. That's the real issue here. Okay? And essentially you're building huge infrastructures, but for other people's businesses while getting paid 1K a month. You can bring them a bunch of clients, but you only get stuck on that 1K a month they're paying you, right? So what you should get into, and obviously this is biased, I'm not gonna lie, but it's what I do. It's info consulting, but using AI, because info consulting is not a service business. You're not delivering monthly retainers and you're directly not a vendor. Here's what it actually is. You find people who have real knowledge, like a skill, a result, a specific expertise, okay? Skillful people, but these people do not know how they can turn that skill that they have into income online, right? They have no offer, they have no system, and no way to make money off what they know. And these people, it's not like local business owners get pitched all the time. There's millions of these people and they never get pitched, Okay, so that's exactly where you come in. You build the entire system to run their expertise. Now, of course, you have to learn how to do that, but it's pretty simple to learn with everything that's out there, right? And it doesn't get replaced every 30 days. That's the difference as well. And you take a percentage of the revenue that the system generates, right? That's the deal. So the key is using AI with this, because with AI, you're going to be able to save a lot of time and use the AI's knowledge to help you with your clients. Therefore, your client's going to make a lot of money, which you are going to make the money after that, okay? So it's a revenue share. We work on revenue shares. If we generate someone $10,000, we take a revenue share. That's so much better than a retainer. Retainer model is not bad, but it's not going to get you to that really good months you're looking for. Okay, so instead of charging someone $1,000 a month to run their automations, you build their entire offer infrastructure, and you're getting 20% of everything they earn from it. Every deal they make, every money they collect, whatever, it was because of you, because you build the infrastructure in the first place. So you're gonna get paid for that. Okay. Even if it's 6 months down the line, you still build it initially. And if you set up shit correctly, they're going to pay you. Trust me on that. Okay. So if that business does 20K a month, you're making 4K from that one client. Trying to find someone who's going to pay you $4,000 a month for an AI something. Never. Okay. And if that's 50K a month, you're making 10K a month from that one specific deal. I have one of my clients do this who's making around 100 and 150K a month. And I take a percentage of that. Can you just have an idea of where I'm leading to? That can give you an idea, okay? And the AI piece, that's your edge. You're using AI to build their content system, their scripts, their videos, their VSLs, etc. If you don't know what these are, it's fine. You'll know in a bit. So the AI tools are the lever, but shouldn't be the actual product. I hope I'm making a point here, okay? So look at the side-by-side comparison. The AI agency, you have a revenue model, it's 1 to 3K maybe per client, relationship, you're a vendor, you can be replaced by cheaper. That's something as well. Like, how many AI agencies are there? And are you the cheapest one? No, so you're gonna get replaced, easy. The churn risk is high, you lose one client, you lose that income permanently, you can't get one back, obviously not. You're capped at whatever they agree to pay you monthly, and you need a lot of clients. You go to the info consulting, which is basically the gold scar of all this, of all these business models. It's a revenue model, you get a percentage of revenue depending on 15 to 30, could go even up to 50%, which is crazy, of what the business earns, of what the system that you help that person specifically make earns. Your relationship, your partner, the incentives are aligned, you both win when they win, the churn risk is low, nobody leaves a deal that's making them money. If you make someone 10K a month and you can do it consistently, they will stay the fuck forever with you, 100% guaranteed. They won't leave, they won't go anywhere, that's for sure. And if they do, they'll realize they make less money, so they will just come back. Simple. And your upside is limited, you can scale one client. If you scale one client, your income scales with it, right? So that's pretty much it. And the difference isn't just the numbers, it's the structure. In an agency, you're always fighting churn. In info consulting, you're actually compounding. So getting into this, now you're probably asking yourself, okay, but who do I actually target? Why the 1 to 10K? I would even say 20K followers is the market and the opportunity where everyone's missing out, okay? So here's the other thing about AI agency model, which I kind of talked about a bit before. Your typical ICP, like I said, it's local business owners, which are super competitive, they're slow moving, and they're extremely hard to sign. Try to do a cold call and try to get someone on a call and try to close them. Very difficult to do so. The market I operate in is completely different. Why? Because there's literally a demand so strong that people are willing to do whatever in order to be able to get that help. Okay, there are millions of people online right now between 2 and 20,000 followers who have a genuine skill or result. I'll give you 2 perfect examples. I found these in probably 30 seconds. We have Yasmin right here, super really good, certified in I don't know what training, personal trainer, etc. She's certified. She's very skilled at what she do. She can make money online teaching other people, becoming an online fitness coach, for example, or offering some programs. She's not doing it. Why? She doesn't know how to do it. Okay, this is a real demand, and if you can come to her and be like, you can make 10, 20, 30K a month from that skill that you already have and make it into a business, of course they're going to sign. Why wouldn't they sign? Okay. So a personal trainer who's been in the industry for 10 years, or let's say a successful real estate agent in Dubai, 7,000 followers. Do you think someone has ever outreached them about specifically that? Not just like content, not just like some bullshit like DM, like actual helping them start a business, monetize what they know, turn it into an actual coaching program, get them to 10, 20, 30K a month. Nobody has, right? And nobody's approaching them. So every AI agency reaches out to daily pitched business owners. Business owners getting pitched every single day. I've seen it firsthand. I've been in the agency space, okay? And every standard growth operator, because maybe you've probably like linking this to Growth Operator, it's a bit different because they're getting left on red by accounts with 300K followers. People are literally mocking them online, Growth Operators. It's that bad now, okay? Nobody's mocking them for going to someone who has 7,000 followers, guaranteed, okay? I don't get mocked. Meanwhile, this entire market of qualified, motivated, high potential experts is sitting there with almost zero competition. And to give you a little bonus here, just because I'm nice, this is just to show you how simple the method is. And if you do a proper execution, how quick you can actually sign these people and make a bunch of money, okay? Because when you outreach to these people, this is really just a bonus. The goal is to lead in and be direct about your intentions and offer what's in it for them, aka value, okay? This is a guy, you can copy this, you would do whatever. Like I said, it's a bonus. I texted him, he said, hey Adam, yes, sure, send him a video. Sounds interesting, let's do a call. Do you ever get those on SMA? Probably not. Or AI agency? Probably not. Send him the Calendly link, boom, he books it. I send him a little video, hey Adam, everything's still good. Boom, literally 72 hours later, paid 2K USD up front. And I think it was 2,000 USD after that in 30 days, something like that. And a 25% rev share of all the money he's going to make forever. Contract signing, everything. Imagine the power of that with one DM, crazy, okay? So what a real deal looks like. Let me show you what an actual client deal looks like so this isn't abstract. Okay, you find someone in that 2 to 20K range who has real expertise. I reach out with a specific no-brainer value proposition about their situation. Hey, I've seen you're in X. Did you know you can make 10K a month simply teaching others online? Want me to send you a video about it? I made a video for you about it. Do you want me to send it over? Why would they say no? Of course they're going to say, oh, of course, yes. Nobody's ever DM'd me about this before. It's unique. Please, boom. Get on a call. Show them that I can help them turn skill into a business, building the offer, the content plan, the sales process, the fulfillment process, is all things I do for them. And I take a percentage of what we generate together. Again, for these things, you just have to learn it. It's simple to learn, okay? Don't overcomplicate things. Then a typical first deal, usually the average info consultant is gonna close, maybe it's $1,000 to $2,000 up front. That's usually the base from one of the first deals you get to build the foundations, plus a 20% of revenue, 25 usually is what's typical, okay? And if that client generates 10K a month, like I said, you make $2,000 from one rev share, from one client, okay? Month two, the more established, they make 15K a month, that's 3K. It compounds, okay? And this is actual response I get. Sure thing, I've been thinking about doing a course. Hello, Adam, sure, please do, and turn to payments, okay? So I'm telling you this, but why 2026 is the best time to start for this, okay? The AI tools are making this model faster to execute than it has ever before. I can build a content system for a client in days that would have taken years, weeks, a year ago, sorry. And the infrastructure is cheaper, the outputs are better. Overall, AI makes this easier. And that's why you want to utilize it. It's not that AI isn't good. You want to utilize it for different things and actually selling it as the actual product. Okay, but here's the real timing factor. Most people in this space still haven't figured out that this model exists. Growth operating is known, whatever, but this kind of model still isn't. And the reason I know that is because when I reach out to these people, nobody has reached out to them, okay? And my goal with making this video is not to go viral, but it's to select a few guys who are maybe like confused on what they should do, okay? Because I know I was not too long ago, okay? This is not a video that's supposed to do 1 million views and get a bunch of people so my model can be saturated. It's to be able to help a few select people on that regard. Because honestly, there's enough space for everyone. There's millions of these people, okay? And they're all chasing the same saturated accounts. The blue ocean I'm describing is the 2K to 20 expert, 20K followers expert market is still wide open, okay? It's blue ocean, okay? So that's the real difference between building an AI agency and doing what I do. One of them puts you on a treadmill, the other one builds leverage. I'm not saying AI agencies don't work for anyone, okay? I'm saying if you're starting from scratch and you want a model with better upside, info consulting with the rev share structure, or simply just an upfront fee, which is pretty good, will most likely be your best bet, okay? So now I give you the framework here, but taking this concept to get your first client signed is a different thing. You need to know how to find the right people, how to craft that outreach that actually gets response, like a bit of the value that I said, how to structure the deal, how to build the systems, how to help them, how to use AI to be able to help them as well, and get them results, etc., and scale them, okay? And that's kind of exactly why I made info consultants, but a bit more on that later, okay? So what should you do to start, okay? You have two options. You can start and can get started on this model, and I encourage you to do so. Send 25 to 50 quality DMs per day to your ideal experts who are between 2K and 20K followers. Follow up every day, set up your profile, and more. And try to figure this shit out on your own. You can do that, no problem. I actually recommend you to do that. Or if this is something you don't want to wait again, like all the other business models, and you saw fly past value and get actual one-to-one help, it's not a course, it's not whatever. This is my actual one-to-one help to start this business with you. A full A to Z in-depth process, plug and place templates, my pre-made fulfillment documents that you can simply just give to your clients in order to make them the most amount of money possible, for you to make the most amount of money possible. And either book a call below this video right here, or DM me on Instagram with any questions. Okay, that's exactly why I made Info Consultants. If you want to know more about the actual program, 100% just DM me or book a call below to get to know more. Right, and this program is to help a bunch of guys make a bunch of their first clients super quickly. I got Matt here. I think he sent like 19 DMs or 16 DMs, and he got a client, 2K up front. And I think I got 20-25% rev share, okay? And he's saying, look, bro, almost every third DM I send gets a reply, this is too goated. He came from the agency space. So of course he's gonna have that reaction, okay? I have Cole right here, 16 DMs. Okay, this guy was 16 DMs. And he booked a call, easy, okay? And he was in the first day of outreach. First day he started, booked a call. Did that happen to your agency? I don't think so. Okay. Another close for Sammy. He made 3.2K in his first month. He actually ended up the month with over 4K and 3 rev share on his clients. 20K, 25K, 20%, 25%, and another 20%. If I'm not mistaken, I have to recheck. Okay. But he also came from the agency space. It's just funny how a lot of people come from that. They make the switch one day or day two, they already get results. And this is even someone I sent, because I get a lot of replies, because obviously I actively do this myself. I got a good lead here, and I simply just sent it to my mentee, because I just felt generous. I wanted to see if he could close them, right? So that can give you an idea. Like, again, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to work with me. You don't have to start this model, whatever. But it's just showcasing you maybe something else than the typical AI agency. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in the next